Hi everyone. This is my woodworking studio. It's inside a shipping container that's 8 feet by 20 feet. So over the summer, I've been organizing it, building some carts that are all on wheels and insulating it. And I have the ceilings done and I'm almost have the walls done, but I thought I'd better make a video to show how I did that, in case anyone's interested. If someone else has a project and they're thinking about insulating a unit like this, then this will give them some kind of idea for it. So anyways, I'll pause it there, and then I'm going to go through what I did to insulate the walls.
So we're going to prime and seal all these sheets before we install them in the shipping container. I think it'd be way easier to paint them now than to try and do it inside the container when they're all installed. Hi there. I'm making up these panels today. I've got my plywood cut and primed. So I'm going to flip this over and add construction adhesive. And then I'm going to glue some 1.5" rigid styrofoam insulation to the plywood. And then I'm going to install those in the shipping container for insulation. So I'm gonna clamp this down and let it sit for some time, and then we'll see how it is. I've already made one of these and I have it installed already in the shipping container on the ceiling, and it seems to be working out very well. So now that we have this panel made up, I'm going to cut it to the length so that it fits inside the shipping container. I'm using a track saw in order to make this cut. If you don't have a track saw yet, I would recommend getting one. They're really good. So this is ready for construction adhesive. I'm going to go inside the shipping container and I'm going to prep the area where I'm going to install this. So let's see how this goes. I already have one panel up there. I've got another one prepped, so I'm going to bring it in and install it. We'll see how it goes. This is to illustrate how I spread out the glue on the styrofoam side of that panel. So now I'm going to install it. And that's all it's holding it, is just that glue. I got that panel in place on the ceiling. I think I'm going to have to put in another brace over there. I'm going to go cut another 2x6 and install it. So I've got 2 braces on there now. I'm going to let that cure overnight. We'll take it down, rinse and repeat until this ceiling is finished. That wasn't so bad.
I made up a bunch of these panels. These are made with 1/2-inch plywood, and for the walls I use 1-inch styrofoam insulation. And I glued and clamped them together with this stuff, and that seems to be holding very well. It turned out better than I expected. There are some areas where the glue did let go, but I'll be reinforcing a lot of this with some French cleats and some cabinets, which are going to secure everything. So right now I'm going to be fastening this panel in place. I'm going to put glue on the ribs and glue on the edge of the panel that's already fastened, and then I'm going to brace it across to the other one, so it's like a mirror image. And I'm almost done. I've got another panel and a half to go, and time for another project after that. When I started using this glue, this PL glue, I was using the smaller containers, but I switched to the bigger ones because it's just way more economical. So maybe you might want to watch for that if you find yourself working on something where you need a lot of this. So for this, I'm going to run a bead down on the existing panel, and then I'm going to do these inner ribs. That seems to be working out very well, and I'm going to do the same on the other side and then run bracing in between to get a good as much gluing surface as you can get. For the first couple of sheets, I didn't put a bead down here, but I found that this actually is very helpful to do this. And I put the ceiling pieces in first, so that when I put the wall panels in, the wall panels support the ceiling. So I'll put this panel in place, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to stop this. In order to keep these edges lined up, I've been putting just some strapping in between the two to keep them nice and flush. I put this 2x6 on here. This is temporary so that when I put the braces on, it spreads the pressure out a lot more evenly. And I'll do the same thing for the other side. I'm fitting these braces in here now. I'm using a 2x6 to fasten up against this one, and there's a one on the other side.